Welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, so today we're diving into something absolutely incredible. We're looking at how a monumental, moving art tradition literally shrinks down to beautify your modern workspace. If you spend hours every single day sitting at a desk, whether you're working remotely, studying for exams, whatever it is, you know exactly how easily that space can just become visually stagnant. The daily grind can really drain the life out of your room. Well, we're going to look at how a very specific, authentic South Asian folk art can completely transform an ordinary, dull desk into a captivating, living piece of cultural heritage. I want you to picture the sprawling highways of Pakistan for a second. Imagine the heat, the dust, and these endless roads stretching out from the bustling port city of Karachi, winding through the historical hub of Lahore, all the way up into the breathtaking northern mountains. Out here, truck drivers don't just drive vehicles. They turn them into massive rolling canvases. Literally every conceivable inch of metal and wood is covered in just blazing, undeniable colors. It's like a massive mobile gallery that brings an absolute sensory explosion to these dusty roads. It turns a standard cargo run into a moving parade of self-expression. And look, this isn't just simple decoration. We are talking about one of the most joyful, vibrant folk art traditions on Earth. It's defined by these incredibly specific, intricately painted elements that just demand your attention. Think mirrored flowers catching the harsh sunlight, vibrantly colored singing birds rendered in neon hues, and delicate, hand-lettered poetry that really speaks straight to the soul. It completely transforms a totally utilitarian vehicle into a moving masterpiece, driven by the sheer passion and immense pride of the driver. It's art that absolutely refuses to be ignored. Moving into Section 1, Curing the Gray Workspace. Because let's face it, right, our modern workspaces are so often overwhelmingly, inescapably gray. On one side, you have what so many of us are chained to all day long, lifeless, mass-produced corporate accessories. You know the ones. The gray, beige, matte black items usually drop-shipped from anonymous factory lines, maybe with some cheap stickers peeling off the edges. But on the other side, you have living folk art. We're talking bold, unapologetic colors, hand-painted precision, and a truly handmade touch with natural variations. It's honestly the perfect antidote for the remote worker or the student who's just sick of staring at gray plastic and desperately wants their desk to feel eclectic and alive. Just imagine shifting your entire morning routine. Instead of sitting down and staring at a sterile desk setup, you're immediately greeted by a brilliant burst of turquoise, marigold, and rose sitting proudly right there next to your keyboard. Picture a little hand-painted bird actually catching the morning light next to your fresh cup of coffee, holding your favorite pens in this tiny, one-of-a-kind masterpiece. That is the exact spirit of the Pakistani highways brought directly onto your table. It infuses the daily grind with a vibrant energy that, let's be real, a standard issue office organizer could just never replicate. Which brings us to Section 2, a masterpiece on your desk. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, this is a meticulously coordinated, ready-to-gift set perfectly tailored for anyone who loves a colorful, bohemian workspace. The core of the set includes a beautifully hand-painted wooden pen holder, right alongside a matching set of hand-painted coasters. And by bringing these authentic elements together, you aren't just buying some disposable office supplies, you are acquiring a cohesive collection of authentic Pakistani truck art design. It instantly elevates the aesthetic of any room. It's a functional tool, sure, but it's also a major conversation piece all at once. On to Section 3, crafted by human hands. And the human element here is what really builds such a fascinating supply chain, completely bypassing that whole trend of machine-made drop-shipping we see everywhere now. This relies entirely on real family artisans located in Karachi. The process is deeply rooted in history. First, these generational truck art techniques are carefully passed down from parent to child, preserving the traditional methods. Second, every single piece in the set is painted entirely by hand, stroke by stroke, using those exact same ancestral techniques meant for the massive trucks. And finally, by purchasing this, the art is brought directly to you, which plays a massive role in actually keeping this heritage craft alive and thriving in the modern global economy. No printing, no stickers, no factory line. When you hear that, you really start to realize the profound value of what you're putting on your desk. Because a human hand made it, each piece carries these tiny, natural variations. A brushstroke on one coaster might be slightly thicker than the other. The curve of a painted petal might be just a fraction different. It will literally never look identical to a digitally printed item pumped out by the thousands. But actually, that is precisely the beauty of it. It's a bold, boho, one-of-a-kind piece of handmade ethnic home decor. Section 4, an ethical, meaningful gift. Now, this set makes an incredibly meaningful gift for a ton of different occasions. It's a standout option for major life milestones. Think about a housewarming present that brings instant warmth to a new home, or celebrating a new job promotion, or honoring a recent graduation. It also makes a stunning, colorful Diwali or Eid gift. But honestly, perhaps most significantly, it is a deeply personal present for anyone in the South Asian diaspora. Whether they're living in the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, or the UAE, a piece like this provides a daily, tangible, and beautiful visual connection to their heritage right at their workstation. Now, you might be thinking, usually buying handmade decor from across the globe comes with a massive headache of logistics, long wait times, and hidden fees, right? Well, surprisingly, not here. Ibrahim Shop has set this up to be completely stress-free. They actually provide absolutely free worldwide DHL shipping. And even better, duties and taxes are prepaid, so no surprise customs fees waiting at your front door when the package shows up. Add in full tracking from Karachi right to your home, plus the peace of mind of a 30-day return policy. All those usual barriers to supporting global artisans just simply disappear. So if you're looking to grab this exact set online, you can shop this authentic, non-drop-shipped piece directly through Ibrahim Shop on Etsy by searching for listing 455-259-8135 or just directly on their main website at ibrahimtoppicks.com. Oh, and if you're as fascinated by the history and vibrant colors of this art form as I am, definitely follow their journey and explore a wider world of handmade heritage crafts on Pinterest and YouTube by looking up Hafiz Naveed Chauhan. It's just a really fantastic way to see the sheer skill that goes into these pieces. Because at the end of the day, every single order directly supports that family of artisans in Karachi. It keeps a joyful, generations-old tradition alive in a world that is frankly increasingly automated. You really don't have to settle for a boring, uninspired workspace when you can own a living, breathing piece of folk art that has a real human story behind it. So here's the ultimate question to leave you with today. Are you ready to ditch the mass-produced plastic, support real people, and bring a vibrant piece of the Pakistani road home to your desk? Thanks so much for exploring this amazing craft with me on The Explainer today. Catch you next time.